Here's what's coming up on this week's episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast. In any other case that Jimmy has played with another star, there has been issues. Listen, let's not forget, Minnesota ain't the first time there were issues. It was also issues in Chicago when it was an issue over whose team, the identity of that Bulls team.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports podcast in all the land. True. Bruh, I mean the East Coast, the West Coast, the North, is it the North Coast? Anyway, all that shit in all the land. True. Man, we are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoat, no biases, just that strong arm truth, that all. This happens to be the first time you guys have caught our show here on YouTube. If you're listening on any of our various podcast networks, I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K-Spade, the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade!
Yes, sir.
Definitely got the homie D over there with us. Spade! First of all, let me start the show off like this, yo. I know a lot of things been going on in sports, but I'm going to tell you what. If I see anybody in the comment section talking about Joel Santana teeth, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you.
Dipset.
I'm letting you know right now. If you talk about Santana teeth, it will not be no Joel Santana slander in my damn comment section at all.
Bro, you need to go help your dude, man. That's a bad
Let me start right there. Spade, I want to start the NFL. I know something big happened in the NBA. Y'all gotta sit back, relax, put your seat and recline. Put your seat and recline, relax. We got a good show for you guys. We starting in the NFL, Spade. Gotta talk about the big signing that happened in the NFL. Dez Bryant finally got a job. He signed with the New Orleans Saints.
Yep.
Spade, he said he feel reinvigorated. He said, he cannot wait to get on the field again. He can't wait to play the Cowboys the following week. And something unfortunate happened in Friday's practice, y'all.
Yeah,
Dez Bryant tore his Achilles. Y'all, whoa. Like listen, I'm notoriously known for being on this show and saying, I want Dez Bryant off my team. It's just time. That didn't necessarily mean I wanted Dez Bryant out the league. I just felt it was time he was not, his time was up with the Cowboys. This just sucks for Dez Bryant. I got to get you guys' thoughts on this. Dez Bryant signed with the Saints. A couple days later, he tore his Achilles. Spade.
Yep.
D, what's up?
I think it's tough, man. Dez Bryant, 30 years old. He wasn't, let's be honest. He wasn't who he had been, that big receiver, that physical specimen that you could throw a short pass to and let him just Debo his way down the field. And the serious question is, at 30 years old, man, an Achilles injury could actually end up ending his career. Like, it could end his career. I think he only signed a 1-year deal with the Saints anyway.
$600,000.
The Saints got to be looking like, I don't know if we want to bring him back. And it don't seem like he had suitors beating the door down to sign him anyway. Could be it for Dez. And although I'm one of those folks who was a little hard on Dez, I wasn't a huge Dez Bryant fan. I hate this for him, man. Like, it was a part of me that was kind of happy to see him finally settle in with a team. He was going to settle in with a team with a damn good quarterback, a really good supporting cast around him, and it was going to be his opportunity to kind of, end this thing on a high note, possibly get another contract with the Saints, maybe another contract somewhere else, and see him be able to end his career the way that I'm sure he would like. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this hurts him, dog. This could be it for him.
Listen. It sucks, bruh. And I said on the we was talking about David Johnson a few weeks back, Spade, and I told you it was David Johnson wrist. If it was a knee like an ACL or MCL or any of those CLs in your knee or an Achilles, then I said to you, you have an argument about David Johnson still not being, not healthy. Right. But Dez Bryant, now, he been on the couch all this time.
Yep.
He come back. He tore his Achilles. He's 30 years old. They say that people don't. It take 2 years, not one. It take 1 year to physically get back on the field. But they said that a player that tears Achilles, it take 2 years for him to be himself again. That's tough. That's 32 years old. That's 32, maybe knocking on 33 years old for Dez. Because I don't know if he turned, 31 sometime this year. I don't know. But that could be 32, 33 years old for Dez. Spade, I hate to say it, but this might be it, man. And I felt like this was a great opportunity for him.
It was.
He got an accurate quarterback with Drew Brees. They needed wide receiver help, so he was going to get his looks because they just Ted Ginn been on IR. Meredith been in and out of the lineup. They needed another wide receiver. I thought it was a great fit, and unfortunately, that's the word I want to say. Unfortunately, I've been jacking that up all show already. He ended up tearing his Achilles. It just sucks for Dez Bryant. I never want to see a player, regardless how I feel about a player, I never want to see a player go down with an injury like that. That sucks.
Yeah, he was going to get a lot of one-on-one looks too, man, because with Michael Thomas on the other side, he was going to get some one-on-one looks, and he was going to really get a chance to shine. Fun fact about Dez Bryant, man. Not to mention
Kamara, Ingram, Watson. I'm telling you. Like, Jesus.
It was going to be great. Dez ran like a 4.5. So Dez wasn't a burner anyway. He already took a lot of criticism for not being able to run a lot of routes. So you take a big 6'2", what would you say, 230, 240? I don't know how much he weighed, but 6'2", we'll say 230-pound receiver who's not that fast anyway, who don't know that many routes anyway, and then you want to throw an Achilles injury in there. I'm going to question his ability to get separation afterward. And it sucks, man. Like, it really sucks. I hate that this could possibly be the ending of his story, dog. That's terrible.
It sucks, man. Do you got anything else to add before we move on?
No, you guys are good. You guys are straight on point.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go to Baltimore for this next segment, and let's talk about the Ravens. Baltimore. You got to say it like that because that's how Tony Montana, when he was asking Elvie in the club where she was from.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? You said Baltimore? Let's go to Baltimore, man. Let's talk about these Ravens, man. This Raven team, in case you guys don't know, they are so far removed from that Super Bowl team that was built on defense, when you saw them guys come out there and get to the quarterback and fly to the football and had Ed Reed out there ball hawking passes. They ain't that team no more.
You find a way to get your guys mentioned. Go ahead, Spade.
What are you talking about?
Every
I didn't even say nothing about Ray Lewis.
You find a way.
I didn't even say nothing about Ray Lewis.
Hey, watch it, y'all. He gonna find a way to get the Dolphins mentioned and James Harden.
I didn't even say nothing about Ray Lewis.
Bro,
Ray
we
Lewis
ain't even 8 minutes into the show yet. Watch him, y'all.
I skipped Ray Lewis, but I should have mentioned Ray Lewis as well. This team, man, right now, things ain't really going so good for the Ravens right now, man. This team is 4-5. You know, they in a pretty competitive division, man. The Bengals look pretty good so far this year. Pittsburgh looked pretty good so far this year. And if things already was looking a little questionable for him, Joe Flacco just had an injury that's kind of got him looking now. Flacco could possibly play. It's a situation where they could possibly give the start to Lamar Jackson, who they were smart enough. I feel like it was a smart move. Swoop back around at the end of the first round and draft Lamar Jackson with the last pick of the first round. I'm so glad they didn't use Lamar. I was afraid they was going to use Lamar the same way the Atlanta Falcons used Woodrow Dantzler and just put him in every time it was a QB sneak, like everybody and their mama didn't know what was about to happen. They started off with that bull with Lamar, but they got right. This is a situation where I feel like the fans in Baltimore might want to see things go a little different. And don't get me wrong now. Baltimore came out there and they kind of got it cracking against the Bills, but I mean, that's the Bills. You know what I'm saying? They started the season off, everybody's like, oh, we back. And then you look at the way some of their games went, and they are currently on a streak of catching them L's, man. Saints, Panthers, Steelers, it ain't going good for them. They got the Bengals up next. That's a divisional rivalry. This team always plays them tough. LePairs, 2 questions. 1, should Lamar Jackson get the start? And 2, if he gets the start, how bad should he play before he gets the yank? Because, you know, we one of them guys where usually if the young guy come in and play pretty good, you don't really break that up. If he plays and they get that work, I mean, obviously that's something different. So 2-part question. If Flacco can play but he's not 100%, do you go Flacco or do you go Lamar? And if Lamar plays, what do you think happens next?
Let me tell you, it's still one of these situations. The Ravens defense is still, you know, they not, like you said, they not that old.
They ain't those
Lewis,
guys.
they not that Ravens defense, but they still is a solid defense. They're a real good defense.
There you go.
Real good defense. But so they NFL do these things. It'll say in the hunt. They still in the hunt. So if Flacco can go if Flacco can go, I say you play Flacco. But the leash would be so short. And I feel like if Flacco come out there and he just, wacko Flacco, he out there just throwing picks to the other team and putting y'all in a hole, like, not y'all, but putting the Ravens in a hole, then I feel like you got to yank him. You got to yank him. And I feel like the same way I said with Baker Mayfield and Tyrod Taylor, once you give Lamar Jackson them keys, I think that's it. I don't feel like there's no going back. Spade, you also forgot to mention that Harbaugh's on the hot seat. So we done seen certain guys save certain coaches' jobs, i.e. Vince Young. Remember? Vince Young came in there, saved old boy job down there in Tennessee. And I feel like that extra dynamic of Lamar being able to get out the pocket when Flacco is a statue, man. They killing this man back there. So at least Lamar with a little more, with a lot better mobility than Flacco. I feel like he can maneuver in the pocket better, get outside the pocket better. So I will start Flacco, Spade. I will start him. But if Flacco come out there, Spade, I tell you this all the time. I'll be like, especially I told you this a lot when the Cowboys had Romo. I said, man, he looked funny in the face. Like our coach used to have this thing, like he used to grab our helmet and look in our eyes and be like, you looking funny in the face. Like it's just this look a player got. If Flacco come out there and looking funny in the face, I'm pulling him. I'm putting Lamar in. I'm putting him in. That's what I'm doing.
He looks funny in the face when they winning, bro. Like he always look. Him and Eli Manning, to me, they both look like they not ready for prime time.
Same
Even
thing
when they
with
performing
Eli.
well. Yeah, it looked like luck. You was talking about the fact that John Harbaugh's on the hot seat, and some people gonna say, wait a minute, they just one game below 500, third place in their division. It's still some time left. They still are in the hunt, as LaPierre say. Why would he be on the hot seat? People, let's not forget. This Ravens team made some offseason moves to bolster this offense because they was tired of being that team that only was known for their defense. They brought in Crabtree. They brought in Snead. So they put some receivers on this field.
They drafted a tight end.
They drafted a tight end. Look, man, and the funny thing is I'm looking at Flacco's numbers now. They're not terrible. They just aren't good enough, I feel like. He's got 12 touchdown passes on the season. He's got 6 INTs. He has been sacked 16 times.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know if it's Harbaugh's fault, but I know that this team did. Look, we real tough on the Carolina Panthers on this show because Carolina do not go after big name free agents, it seems like. It be receivers out there like, hey, I'm looking for a team. And Carolina be like, we straight. We'll just keep throwing to Christian McCaffrey. Like, we'll just throw to our running back. We straight. Whoever, we'll just throw to Greg Olsen. We'll just throw to Steve Smith. All we need is one receiving target. Like, they don't spend the money. This team came out and actually tried to make this team better. Like, the people, the office folks, the folks with ties on, they did their job. And now, somebody got to hold that responsibility. If this team come out and be a dud this year, somebody got to hold that L. And unfortunately, it might be John Harbaugh.
And I'm just saying, sometimes, just the same way I feel about Marvin Lewis, babe. Sometimes it's just time for a new voice. Is this me saying Marvin Lewis or Harbaugh's not a good coach? No. Sometimes it's time for a new voice. Harbaugh been there for dumb long. He been there for mad long. And I feel like this type of situation right here, I think if they let Flacco walk, Harbaugh right behind him. And it's also a rumor, Spade, that Harbaugh may be, a coach that the Browns may be looking into. Like, they might just be like, okay, in the division, whatever.
He already coached the Browns. These guys was the Browns. No, these guys was the Browns.
Oh, yeah.
These the old Browns. He already coached them.
You right. Well, the new Browns. They saying that he might be a candidate for the new Browns. So, I don't know, man. Let me ask you, if Lamar started this game, regardless how it go, do you go back to Flacco or do you just let Lamar keep
I can't say regardless of how it go, bro. For me, he got to. Let's say they lose by 10. They lose by 2 scores. If he control the ball, okay, and he's a rookie, I expect him to make a few mistakes, maybe an INT. But if he control the ball well and he moves it down the field. For me, it'll be tough to go back. Now, I'm probably not the person to ask because I'm not a Flacco fan anyway. I felt like Flacco said one sentence that ruined this team. After they won that Super Bowl, and Flacco came in there and told those guys, and I quote, "I want what I'm worth." That was the start of the end of the Ravens. That's when they couldn't afford to keep a lot of these defensive talents they had. That's when they started becoming a weaker team to me, because Flacco came in there. And don't get me wrong, I get it, Flacco. You got to get your chips. You got to get them while, strike while the fire's hot. I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. But him saying those words is what killed that team. You look at guys like Peyton Manning, and I know it's a reach to compare Flacco to Peyton, but how many times have Peyton taken less to keep talent around him? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you can't compare that, because Peyton was getting money in so many other places. He had endorsements and all kinds of shit. He was all right. But I'm not a Flacco fan anyway. Lamar would have to go out there and look like Peterman. Like, if he go out there and look like Nathan Peterman, if he go out there and look like...
No way.
Bro, I'm going to take it a step further. If he looked like Jameis Winston of this year, then I'm going back to Flacco. If he looked like this year's Jameis Winston, I'm going back to Flacco.
Ooh.
Sorry.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna let him keep the keys.
Hey, it depends, bro. I feel what you're saying. It can't go nowhere but up for the young guy.
Yeah, because and like the Bengals defense is a tough defense.
I know.
It's a tough defense. So I mean, that's why I said I'm going with Flacco. The savvy vet. Played them 100 million times. Done played against the Bengals mad times. That's where I think. But listen, man, we have seen Flacco. The accuracy it'd just be looking crazy. You'd be like, damn, he is literally throwing out of bounds. Like, what is he doing? So I feel like if you hand Lamar the keys, I don't feel like there's no going back. The same way I felt about Baker when they took him, when Tyrod got hurt and Baker came in there and led them to that victory. I said, there's no going back now. You let Lamar start tomorrow and get that dub. It's a Rizzy. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Time to tell. I forgot to have my boy Gus Edwards, who spent a little bit of time at the University of Miami.
Oh, he went to Rutgers, baby.
Oh,
the Rutgers. What you mean? Nah, y'all don't get him, bro. He went to Rutgers, bro.
Bro, stop it.
Spade, where he went? Spade, where
he went to the University of Miami, but we had a crowded backfield. We had running backs more talented than him, so he went to, a university where he could get, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no competition around. Somewhere up your
way.
That dude. I don't remember the name of it.
That dude is Rutgers all day. Anyway, let's move on, man.
Let's move
on. We taking it out to the West Coast. We want to talk Marcus Peters, Spade Boy. That's Spade Boy.
That's my dog.
Always got him in top fives, and he been food all year, by the way.
That's right.
But Marcus Peters had some choice words for Sean Payton. Sean Payton after that game, it was a very exciting game between the Saints and the Rams. And Sean Payton said after that game, we looked at the matchups, and we got a matchup that we loved, and we exploited it. And we know that Michael Thomas had 12 for 212.
A gazillion.
He went bananas.
Oh.
He just went crazy. And the reporter said what Sean Payton said to Marcus Peters, and Marcus Peters told Sean Payton, we'll see that ass again. I guess meaning in the playoffs. We'll see him again, and I'm gonna keep that same energy, and we'll talk over a good pot of gumbo. Spade, right. This your boy.
Yeah,
this your boy.
Dude. It's my guy.
Yeah, I want to know, how do you feel about your boy comments and how your boy been playing this year, Spade?
So look, man,
boy. He always
got hit up on Twitter, dog. They hit me on Twitter, this is what I love about y'all, because it lets me know y'all paying attention to the show.
I don't like that. Don't hit me on Twitter. Don't hit me on Twitter.
I love it. My Twitter was blowing up. I was like, damn, what happened? I didn't even know what was going on. I swipe, man. I look at Twitter and everybody somebody was like, man, you overranked Marcus Peters. This dude being torched all year. He out here getting this work right now from Michael Thomas. What's up with your boy? I was like, damn, I don't really know. So then I just started looking. I kind of took a deep dive, and I was seeing the experts say Michael Thomas is killing Marcus Peters because they keep pressing Peters. Peters is not a pressed corner. He rarely pressed in KC. Here with the Rams, what's their defense coordinator now? What's their defense coordinator now? I'm just telling you what I read, bro. I'm just telling you what I read. Phillips. They was like, Wade continues to press Peters, and he's getting killed out there. So look, Wade Phillips got his defensive scheme. He's got his strategy, and I get it. I would want to press 2 with the pass rush you got. Now, I ain't even no defensive coordinator. I'm just talking about in Madden. If I got great pass rushers, I want to press. You know what I'm saying? I just want to press in Madden. So I get it. I understand why he want to do that. Then you just sprinkled in old boy from Jacksonville. What's his name? Having a brain for it.
Ramsey?
Nah, they just sprinkled in the pass rusher from Jacksonville.
Fowler. Fowler, my bad, Fowler.
Yeah, so you just added Fowler. You got the 2 big guys. Yes, I would want to press 2. But it ain't working too good for Peters, man. And I like Peters. Peters, you know, D'll tell you where he from, but both of these guys from the same area, so I get it. But to me, he got that same type of Marshawn Lynch swag, man. Anybody else would have got in their feelings, but he ain't getting his feelings. He said, hey, tell Sean Payton to keep talking that shit. We gonna see about him. He like, I like that shit he was talking on the sideline. Yeah, let him keep talking that shit. We gonna see about it. I love it, because sometimes as a player, you need something else to take you to that next level. Some people can come out like Brian Dawkins and just go crazy and scream and look insane and take yourself to the max level you can go. Some people can only take themselves to a certain level, and they need something else to poke the bear to take it to that next level. And maybe Sean Payton did that. So Sean Payton, I hope you running your mouth, get Marcus Peters playing like the top 5 corner that I believe he is. He gonna be all right, LePage. Trust me, dog. Go ahead and put him in your FanDuel lineup for next week. He gonna be all right.
Don't kill me. I'm just saying, like, he's
gonna be okay, LePage. Trust me.
Bro, corner, one of the only corners that's been worse than that guy has been Malcolm Butler for the Titans.
I mean, that's another guy that we both agree is a really good corner, right? Oh, that's how you doing him? Wow.
Hey, listen, man. Listen.
Wow.
I like the way Peters handled it too, man. I do. I mean, it's nothing else like you can say. They act like players don't know they had a bad game. He know he had a bad game.
It's something else he could have said.
Huh?
It's something else he could have said.
Nah, Spade. Yeah, he knew he had a bad game. Old boy was chopping him. He knew. So I mean, we'll see him again. I like that. So hopefully, if they do see him in a game that really matters, like the playoffs. I mean, we know the regular season matter too, but not like the playoffs one and done. So if he played better in a game that matters like the playoffs, all is well. But Spade, I'm just saying, so far this year. Now I know the Rams done had some injuries. I know Talib's still out. I know Marcus Peters was a little banged up as well, but he's actually playing a little banged up right now. He's playing banged up.
Right.
But I mean, you can't go let somebody know. That's what my coach used to tell me. You out there, you gotta play to the best of your ability. And so far, Spade, that man has been getting cooked. I hate it because it make it look like the Chiefs made the right. Everybody was tweeting me too, like this Spade boy. Chiefs made the right moves. Hey,
tell your folks don't at me in your mentions, bro. I don't play that shit. Tell them bring it to me. Talk about me behind my back on the Twitter space.
Yeah, don't listen, man. Don't tweet me. If Grayson Allen have a good game, don't tweet me. Don't tweet me. I don't want to hear it because you ain't tweet me.
I hit him up on Twitter, y'all.
Nah, don't tweet me because y'all ain't tweet me when he had that bad game when he shot 1 of 9 and had 6 points.
That's when everybody Wi-Fi went down, bro. Everybody knows this.
Okay, I bet.
Yeah, everybody.
People want though, bro.
Now I'm sure D want to say something in defense of his boy Marcus Peters. What you got for us?
Nah, ain't nothing to say. Ain't nothing to say. He better just throw up the bay and keep it smoking. He better.
Hey man, he had a calf injury earlier in the season, man. So that's the only reason why he was underperforming a little bit. But he'll come back though. Like I said, see him in the playoffs and see what's up. See him in the championship if he can make it all the way, or see him in the conference if he can make it all the way. Right? See what happens.
I knew he was gonna defend him. Hey, Marcus Peters gonna be alright, man.
It's no defense. Just ghost ride the whip. Just ghost ride the whip. Just ghost ride the whip and just get in your car.
Whip.
Oh, here we go.
Listen, man.
Y'all didn't see that.
Let's move things on to the NBA, man, where a saga that we've been following. Unfortunately, we've been following this Jimmy Butler saga week
this is good
to
stuff.
week.
I keep telling you that.
This week. I'm so tired of Jimmy Butler. I'm tired of it. And we back today to talk some more Jimmy Butler. We got a job to do. Whether we want to talk it or not, man, if it's news and it's in the news, we have an obligation to bring it to you, man. Jimmy Butler, I want to say the saga ends, but it probably don't. We'll probably be back next week to talk Jimmy Butler, his new location. But Jimmy Butler has been traded. Butler Paris is not to the Miami Heat. Not to the Miami Heat. It's not to the Houston Rockets. No, not the Rockets.
Them anyway.
Because they both had great deals on the table.
Oh,
He was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like I jacked that word up. I'm going to say it a second time. The Philadelphia 76ers. Listen,
boy.
man. Listen. Now, look. Let me go back. LeParis, it was time. You said they have to move Jimmy. You've been saying that for weeks.
Yep.
And they finally got through Tibbs' thick-ass skull. Like, he was...
Did
Boy,
it?
let me tell you, Tibbs.
Did it?
I guess.
Because, hold up. Let me cut
It
you off,
had
bro.
to.
I got to cut you off. You said it got through to Tibbs. I don't know, Spade, because I also read that said trade, you ain't announced it yet. I'm gonna let you do you.
Now, do that.
Said trade is not finalized until Monday. A lot can happen in 48 plus hours.
Oh, you ain't live, boy.
Tibbs
Tibbs
can be
is
like,
finna get
hold
to
up.
work.
But go ahead, Spade.
So anyway, let me let the people know. Jimmy Butler was traded. Somebody else. Jimmy Butler and a teammate whose name I don't have right here in front of me. Somebody save me. Do anybody on this show got a name?
What, Payton? That Patton dude?
It was not Jared. It was Justin Patton. Yeah.
Justin Patton, whoever that is. Sorry, Justin. Was traded to the 76ers for Dario Saric. I think he was a runner-up for Rookie of the Year. Boy, the 76ers done had a whole lot of Rookie of the Year candidates.
They did. And they always trade him. But go ahead.
Always. Michael Carter Williams won that shit and got the hell up out of there. Anyway, Saric and Robert Covington. All right?
Don't forget Jared Bayless.
I didn't even know Jared Bayless was in that deal. He's in it too?
Yeah, he's in it. And
Jared
the
Bayless and a
2022 second round pick came with Jared
A
Bayless.
2022 second round pick.
So, wait a minute. So, they didn't get a first?
They got a 2022 second round pick.
Oh, my
A
God.
2022
Oh, yeah. Tibbs ain't
second
having
round
this.
pick.
Tibbs ain't having
And
this,
listen,
bro. No way.
Understand, folks. The 76ers is hands down going to be one of the better teams in the East without this trade, especially with the trade. So this is really an early third round pick. Like, this is going to be a late second round pick. And I just don't understand. What I just read last week, Miami comes back to the table still trying to make the deal for Jimmy Butler. I don't know if Pat Riley done cussed Tibbs out at some point. I don't know if Pat had, you know what I'm saying, slid in Tibbs' baby mama DMs. I don't know if it's some bad blood there. Maybe Pat said something about that calm over that Tibbs need to go ahead and let go. Maybe he said something about it and Tibbs ain't know how to process it. But you would be hard pressed, LaParis, Statman D, listeners, 76er fans, T-Wolves fans, you would be hard pressed to tell me Josh Richardson, even though they didn't need a big, Bam, and a first rounder from the Heat, you would be hard pressed to tell me that's not a better deal than Covington, Saric, I didn't even know Bayless was in on it, and a 2022 damn near third round pick. You can't tell me that's better. They
want to buy Jared Bayless out. But go ahead, Spade. I'm going to let you finish because I got a lot to say. Go ahead,
and the Rockets offered a deal that included 4 first-round picks, and you walked away from that to take Saric, Covington, and a 2022 third, which is essentially what it's going to be. I don't understand it, bruh. I don't understand it. And I'm sitting here like, I can't make sense of it. I see people on Twitter with their conspiracy theories. Maybe they just didn't want to send Jimmy to the West. Hello, Miami's in the East. That don't make sense either. Josh, LaParis, help. I don't get it.
Here was not better than the Miami deal. It's not better. What is
the Houston deal?
Spade, we've been talking about crazy thing is you said I've been saying get Jimmy up out of there for weeks. I've been saying this shit for months, but way before the season started. Way before this, like,
yeah.
This right here don't make it doesn't make sense. The point of a trade is to make your team better. Now I know Minnesota needs shooting. They need shooting. I get it. Covington is a 3-and-D guy. Like, he's gonna play defense. He's gonna knock down knock down. He's a spot up shooter. He's going to knock down the tray ball. We know. Sarek, I like Sarek, but let's look at this. Let's look at the Timberwolves. They got Cat. They got Taj. They got Sarek. They got Covington. Word on the street is when Teague returns, Rose will start at the 2. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's the word. Rose will start at the 2. However you maneuver that lineup, I don't like it. I forgot about Wiggins too. They got Wiggins.
I don't know.
Like Spade, I don't like it. I don't like it. So where's Sarek playing? Like is Taj ain't going to the bench. They paying Taj hella bread. So I guess Sarek and Covington is coming off the bench. The point of a trade is to make your team better. I don't feel like that makes Minnesota better. I don't feel like that. I felt like if they would have took the Miami deal though, regardless how you want to maneuver with Bam, because I don't feel like they need Bam because they got Gordy Zhang, who they don't even play, who I like. I like Gordy, but they don't even play him.
Right.
But
right.
You got a young piece in Bam. You got Josh Richardson, who's another 3-and-D guy. Like Josh Richardson, I think he has more upside than anybody that they just got from Philly. Like, and a first-round pick I think they was going to get from Miami too, right? I don't understand it.
Yep.
And I don't even think it's better than... Now, I know this deal does not help Minnesota now, but I don't even like this deal. I don't even like this Sixer deal better than the Rockets deal that they could have got. The four first-round picks, regardless whether they was late, middle of the pack, I don't even know if they was going to all be Rockets picks. I don't know if the Rockets have somebody else first-round picks. I don't even know. I don't care where they was at. It's still four first-round picks. I don't like it. For Philly, I think it's a good deal. You got Jimmy Butler. You add Jimmy. They was able to keep J.J. Redick, who's a shooter. Like, Minnesota needs shooting. They didn't even get Redick in this deal. They got Jared Bellis, who they probably going to buy out. This is terrible. But like I said, a lot can happen in 48 hours. This trade has not been confirmed by either team yet, to my knowledge, of us recording this podcast. I don't like it, Spade. I don't like it for Minnesota. I get it for Philly, but I don't like it for Minnesota. I feel like...
I don't know that I get it from Philly perspective.
Whoa.
I don't know that I get it. And let me say this. Is Covington a better player than Jimmy Butler? Absolutely not. Is Sarek a better player than Jimmy Butler? Absolutely not. But those guys was role players, and I feel like they fit into that role. One of my favorite things about Covington, this dude, at one point, when the Sixers was kind of bad, he was kind of like their star player, man. Like, he was out there getting buckets. And the dynamic of that team changed. They brought in Simmons, and they brought in Embiid, and the more stars, the more young talent that came in, the smaller the role got for Covington, and that never appeared to be a problem. On the court, off the court, we never heard any stories. He came in, he still played hard, and I'm not saying that Jimmy won't play hard.
And he was defense all first team last year too.
That's what I'm saying. But Jimmy's a star, bruh, and he deserves to be a star because he put the work in to be so. You got a first-round pick in Folks that's still struggling to find his way on this team. We don't know what the hell he is. I don't know if he's a starter or reserve. I don't know what the hell Folks is. I don't. But I know that they find value in Folks because numerous teams have tried to lure Folks away from Philadelphia, and they won't pull the trigger on any deal with Markelle Fultz in it. So they value him in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You got Fultz, former number 1 overall pick. Simmons, former number 1 overall pick. Embiid wasn't a number 1 overall pick, but pretty damn close. And then you're going to sprinkle in some Jimmy Butler, hard-working, fought his way into the league, not finna take a back seat to no bull jive. And I don't know that their chemistry is going to be the same. Now listen, it's fair to say, oh, Spade, this is going to be perfect. These guys are going to work together perfect. They may. I don't have no way of knowing, just like y'all don't. But I'm worried that they probably got too many Chiefs and not enough Indians now. I don't know who the hell team it is. I knew who team it was before Jimmy got there. It was Joel Embiid's team. Easy. That's who team it was. I don't know who team it is now. I don't.
Let me jump in real quick, Spade, and then D, if you got anything to add, you can go. I just want to say one thing I want to say. I feel like Joel Embiid works hard. I don't know. I don't know about.
I think you do.
I don't know about Cat.
Yep.
I don't know about Wiggins. From what I see from them, I don't think they work as hard as Jimmy would have liked. I think Joel Embiid works on his game. I don't know about Ben Simmons. I know he likes some Fortnite too. He likes Fortnite too. But I know Joel Embiid works hard on his game. We seen hella clips. Even when he was injured, he was out there sweating like a pig. Like I think that dude works hard on his game. And I don't think Jimmy Butler will bump heads as with I don't think he will bump heads with Simmons or Embiid. Fultz might be the problem. Fultz might be the problem. We've seen what mentally, when he's not right mentally, we've seen what he can do to his game. He don't believe he can shoot in all type of situations. Like crazy things happen with Fultz. So if Jimmy feels some type of way about Fultz and make that vocal, this could be bad for that kid. This can be bad.
One thing before you go, D, and I like Jimmy Butler. I damn near love the dude. It's hard not to like him.
I love Jimmy Butler,
story,
bro.
and you see how hard he fought. You see he wears hard on his sleeve. He play hard. He play on both ends of the court. And if you got teammates that ain't bringing it, he get on their ass. To me, he's a leader. That's what a leader does. It is also fair to say, in any other case that Jimmy has played with another star, there has been issues. Let's not forget, Minnesota ain't the first time there were issues. It was also issues in Chicago when it was an issue over whose team, the identity of that Bulls team with a Rose who had been the MVP but also had some injuries and wasn't that guy that he used to be, and an up-and-coming Jimmy Butler. It was also issues on that team. Now, I don't think it got to the level that you see in Minnesota. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was an issue in the game against the Lakers that this was just funny, but after a Lakers bucket, Cat looked like he didn't want to take it out. It came through the rim, it bounced off the floor and hit Cat in the chest. Cat looked at the ball and ran off from it. Nobody was getting the ball. It was just sitting there. Jimmy looked down at the ball, looked back at Cat, realized Cat wasn't going to get it, got it, walked it out of bounds, took it out, and threw that shit all the way up the half court to Cat. So, I mean, they definitely got some issues. It's a picture floating around where it looked like Jimmy Butler done hit Wiggins in the head with the ball. I mean, it was bigger issues in Minnesota than it was in Chicago. We never really heard what happened in Chicago verbalized. Neither side really spoke out on it. We were shocked to see Derrick Rose reunited with Jimmy Butler because we had been led to believe that it was issues between the two of them. So it is fair to say Jimmy has clashed with stars at every one of his NBA stops. Not saying Jimmy's the problem, but that's fair to say. It's fair to put that out there. Jimmy been clashing, bruh. So it's not fair to assume. I don't think him and Ben Simmons are going to have any issue because Ben don't want to damn shoot and Jimmy want to shoot. So they going to get along just fine. If Ben Simmons can finish a game with no shot attempts, that works perfect for Ben Simmons. He don't want to shoot that rock anyway. Man, terrified to shoot. So him and Jimmy going to get along just fine. I don't know that necessarily him and Embiid is. I do agree that Ben Simmons, I think Joel Embiid's work ethic is apparent. Like, you can see the work he's put in. He came into this league a good player, and he's a better player. So he's putting the work in. That shit ain't happening by accident. Folks, I already know him and Folks ain't gonna rock. I'll put some money on that. If anybody got a bet going, let me throw in on that. Bro, I got 100. Let me put 100 in on that right now that him and Folks ain't rocking. But I still don't know the dynamic between him and Embiid. I don't know that it's going to work. It might work perfect, y'all, but I'm on eggshells right now. I don't know. Both of them kind of like to troll. They both like to talk a little bit of shit. They both can be class clowns. I don't know. It might be too many Chiefs out there, bro.
It's a few things, guys. All right. Starting off, y'all disrespecting my man's name, right? To pronounce his name is Dario Saric. You guys were messing it up saying Sarek. I gotta correct y'all. I feel like I gotta do my job here.
He said Sarek.
I'm gonna correct y'all right here because y'all was pronouncing the C without the CH. I'm just saying it. I just gotta put it out there.
But he said Sarek, so I was even.
I'm just gonna put it up.
I said Sarek.
I'm just gonna call him his name. His name Trade, baby.
It's recorded.
That's what his name is.
It's recorded. Next thing, just to add to you, Spade, don't forget that he also played with Rondo. He also played with Wade. And we also know what happened, how he ended up on Minnesota. So I feel like that should also be added to it as well. So you got to put them two guys in there.
Forgot about that.
Some conflict.
That's
and then
true.
Last, you guys are bringing up the trade, right? All those good trades was in But the main thing that happened then and happened now is it was during the season. You know, there's a big losing streak that they're on right now, so they felt like they had to shake it up, and this is like the best thing that they could have did. I don't know if those trades would have came back up, but this is the best thing that was able to come back up with two good role players. You can't deny these two role players, and they're young too as well. Let's not forget that.
Jay Rich 25. Give me Jay Rich over either one of these dudes.
Bayless is about to get bought out, so you know that's all. It is going to happen.
Okay.
But you do got Covington, good 3-and-D guy like you said.
Yeah.
And that's pretty. That's going
How
to be.
though?
That's gonna
Like,
be
what's that
significant
lineup
for us.
looking like?
So
D, I get your point, but what that lineup looking like?
What you think they starting five gonna be, D?
Honestly, they could move Covington up.
That's crazy. I'm gonna tell you what I think they're
Something
gonna
could
do.
happen with
I
that.
think they're gonna bump Wiggins down. I think Wiggins will play the 2. I think Wiggins will play the 2.
No. That's a no. It can happen both ways. They both wing players, so it doesn't even matter who plays 2 and who plays.
Both of y'all,
3.
give me y'all. What y'all think right now? Give me y'all starting 5. Like, if you was the coach, what would you do?
Man, I got this right here. I got Teague healthy. I got Wiggins and Covington. I got
you got Rose on the bench.
Yes, I got Rose on the bench. I got Teague. I got Covington. I got Andrew Wiggins. I got Gibson, and then I still got my man Cat. That's what my starting 5 is going to be.
What you got, LeBron?
I think they go Cat Taj. I think they go Cat Taj. I think either Covington or Saric start at the 3. I think they bump Wiggins down to the 2, and since whoever Teague or Rose at the point. That's what I think.
I think if it's me, I don't know what they'll do. If it's me, I think I go Rose. Because I still think you can bring Teague off the bench and he probably can lead the hell out that second unit. I don't feel like he's been consistent enough in that starting unit. Give me Rose. I think give me Wiggins at the 2. It ain't even no question between Covington and Saric. Give me a Saric. Give me Covington at the 3, and then give me Taj and Cat. That's the 5 I would run with.
Say it one more time, Space. Say it one more time for me, please.
Rose, Wiggins, Covington.
Wiggins at the 2.
Wiggins at the 2. Covington at the 3. And then give me Taj and
that's
Cat.
what I think. I think they're going to bump Wiggins down to the 2.
See,
that's what I think.
And the only reason why I don't start Rose is just because I want to make it easy on him to where we don't put the pressure on his legs like how they always used to be.
He's still going to come out there and play
I think Rose want to be the 6th man of the year. That's what I think. He came out and said he wanted to be the 6th man of the year.
He can't if he continues being a 6th man. He can't start being a 6th man. I mean, you gotta stay as that coming off the bench. So that's the main thing. He's performing right now only because Teague is hurt. Once Teague comes back, he will become that 6th man of the year, like you're saying, though.
Yeah, but y'all don't think it's a chance that since he's been getting a little taste, you don't think that shit delicious? You think he ready to go back to coming off the bench? Nah, I think he want to stay at the seat. One last thing, y'all.
I'll pot some of that, but go ahead.
So how we? Wait a minute. Wait. What's the starting 5 in Philly?
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's going to be.
Go ahead.
It's going to be Embiid. It's going to be Embiid. It's going to be. It's going to be Simmons, Jimmy. Oh, it's going to be Simmons, Redick, Jimmy, Embiid, and who the hell is they for? Saric.
Yeah, it's going to have to be. They could possibly move Wilson Chandler to the 4. Or they going to play Muscala.
Oh yeah,
he just got off.
Yeah, maybe Chandler be in there.
He just got off injury, so probably not yet. It's probably gonna be a while for him. He had that big injury.
Yeah, he on a minute restriction.
He had that big injury.
I guess I don't hate that.
Let me look at their roster real quick, bro. Hold on.
I don't hate that.
I gotta look at their roster.
So this is how I look at it. It's gonna be a
roster.
small ball kind of lineup. Honestly, I think Amir Johnson becomes a starter again. I think he becomes a starter again.
Well, then who backing up Embiid?
That's a good point. You have a good thing. You have a good thing.
I don't think he starts.
I think you need him for the
Chandler
depth.
is the move once he get off minute restriction. Wilson Chandler's the guy. But Spade, I'm gonna tell you what. They've been starting Fultz. They've been starting Fultz and having Redick come off the bench. So maybe it's Simmons, Fultz. Fultz been starting at the 2. Jimmy at the 3. I think Wilson Chandler once he's off the minute restriction, and Embiid.
Okay, one more question.
Because I'm looking
He
at
has been
bigs.
experimenting with Shamet and with TJ McDonald coming at the 2, with Fultz coming off the bench so that Fultz can lead that second unit. So he has been experimenting with that too. So we may see, you never know. You could see how it goes at some nights. It just depends if he needs scoring right away or not. You know, yeah, McConnell's pretty good.
I love Wilson Chandler, but he got to stay healthy.
Okay, so one more question.
Especially if that's their plan.
And then I'll be quiet.
Go ahead.
How good is this team? Like, after this move, do either of y'all feel like they the favorites in the East? Because I still don't.
Spade.
No.
Spade.
I don't.
Vegas got them going 3.
I don't
Vegas changed them winning the Eastern Conference from 7-1 to 3-1. So something's improving.
Okay.
Something's improving.
All right, Vegas. I hear you. I just was wondering.
I love Jimmy, but
I don't question
I
Jimmy.
love Jimmy, but
I just question the chemistry. Yeah,
I get it.
like Jimmy gonna do what
I
Jimmy
get it.
do.
Maybe they. I feel like they need a power forward. I love Wilson Chandler, but he been banged up the past 2 years.
Yeah.
The past 2 years.
And he kind of.
I feel like they need a power forward now, man. Maybe they'll bust a little move,
Oh, he
man.
big though. He still got that. He still got that body though. So he still got that power.
Oh yeah, he's
I don't
6'9".
know.
I ain't know he was that tall. I thought he was like
Yeah,
6'7". Yeah, okay.
In the league.
I don't feel.
Go ahead.
I don't know what Minnesota was thinking, man. But like I said, a lot can happen in 48 hours. But if the trade goes through, I feel like Minnesota could have got better. I feel like they could have got better from Miami. Or I would have took the 4 first-round picks. I would have. But that's me. Interested to know how to supporters of the show, the fans of the show, how do you guys feel about Jimmy Butler being traded to the 76ers? You guys
Yeah, hold on. Let me throw one more jab at 76er fans. Hey, 76er fans.
Uh-oh.
I still got the Celtics and Toronto better than y'all, even after this trade. Let's go.
I do too. I do too. And I mean, listen, say what you want, Spade. I know you feel some type of way about the Greek Freak not shooting, but say what you want. The Bucks been looking good.
I'm scared of Milwaukee though.
The Bucks been
Every
looking
time
good.
I start to believe in Milwaukee, they break my heart. I'm done with Milwaukee.
Did y'all see them against the
Yeah,
Warriors?
because they get dropped off by Al Horford.
Nah, that don't count.
Al Horford playoff. Al drops them off every
That's
year.
something against my Warriors though.
That don't count. That don't count against the Warriors. No, that
It don't count. Okay,
Nah,
all right.
don't count.
I'm glad it don't count then.
Yeah, it don't count.
Yeah, they beat
Yeah,
the
but the
Warriors.
Warriors, it don't count. Warriors they don't give a shit right now.
I'm glad it don't.
Yeah, they don't care
I'm
right
glad
now.
it don't count. They don't care.
They don't care right
They
now.
don't cruise
care.
control.
They don't care.
They don't give a shit.
After February is when we care, huh? February
Yeah,
is when it matters.
y'all don't care right now.
All-Star
Yeah.
break.
Yeah,
Yep.
y'all
Right about
do.
All-Star break.
All right.
All right, Lopez, I'm ready. Let's move
All
on.
right, yeah, let's
bro.
move on. All right, listen, man. So we get to talking about a lot of these potential free agent landing spots. Where's KD going to go? Where's AD going to go? Is Kawhi going to re-up in Toronto? What's up with Klay? I think Klay Thompson actually came out and said he want to stay with the Warriors. I think he actually said that. Somebody want
I got you. I got you. He did.
But a rival exec said Kawhi, Klay, and KD, Kevin Durant, said that the Clippers is the most attractive free agent situation because none of these guys want to be like LeBron's sidekick. None of these guys want to rock out with Bron. Why don't NBA players want to rock with LeBron, Spade? That's one
Because
question.
that light,
but
right?
I want to ask you guys, do you guys agree with what this exec said?
To a certain extent, but I mean, it's. So what are we basing this on? Like, if you talking about,
Let me ask
Go
you
ahead.
this, babe, real quick. Let me cut
good.
you off, bro. But this it kind of reminds me of that Kobe situation. You remember back in the day, it was always that rumor like, yo, don't no big stars want to go over there and play with Kobe. They see how Kobe is. Like, I feel like LeBron getting that same energy. Like other stars really. I mean, he had Kyrie. Kyrie was like, nah, I ain't with this. I'm out. I want to be out. And I feel like LeBron getting that same type of energy. I don't know what it's being based on, Spade, but it gotta be some truth to this because word on the street is Paul George didn't want to go to the Lakers because LeBron showed up.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. That light bright, man.
That pressure.
Yeah, that light bright. Look, here's the deal.
Oh, so that's what y'all saying because the expectations with Bron is so high.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Absolutely. Then Bron started talking that mess about if he loses patience and yeah.
I get it, Spade, but I gotta ask you: are the expectations high for LeBron over there in LA? I think me and you discussed this on a previous show.
Yes.
We was like, we expect them to make the playoffs, but we ain't expecting them to rock out with the Warriors.
But at the same time, that's what you and I said. But if you look around, they already talking about possibly. I mean, the team isn't, but other sports shows, they already calling for B.I. to be traded. They calling for Luke Walton to be fired. Like, this is the shit people don't want to deal with. This is the shit people don't want to deal with. Luke Walton under fire for the lineups he putting out there. They talking about trading B.I. It's a big controversy. Folks was mad that Rondo was starting over Alonzo. What's going on? Like, yeah, man, that shit. Yeah, that's tough. Let's talk this Clippers shit though.
Worst defense in the league. Yeah.
Here's why the Clippers names keeps coming up, man. If they can find somebody to take Gallo, Lou Will, or Montrezl Harrell, that puts this team in the range where they can afford 2 maxes. They can get a dual. They'll be in dual max territory, bro. That's why everybody looking over there. And you still got some pieces that you can keep too. You still got Tobias Harris. You still got Pat Bev. I'm gonna say this one low. You still got Gordon Todd.
Hey, man.
No, you don't. It's Boban time over there.
No jumping needed. No jumping.
And let's not forget, they also just acquired Lucas Mbamute, defender guy who don't necessarily care about his shot. So, again, if you're a star, you come over there, you ain't necessarily got to worry about. Yeah, man.
The Westbrook hurter over there.
That's look, Pat Bell got to stop diving at my boy knees. Pat, me and you cool, but you better stop diving at Westbrook knees, Pat. Cut that shit out, Pat. Come on now. Wash your hair.
Come on,
Put
Pat.
some shampoo on your hair, Pat, and relax. But yeah, man, I get it from that standpoint. But what I don't understand is people keep talking like it's still not going to be an inferior team. Let's say you grab 2 maxes. Hell, for the sake of making this conversation, let's say you grab KD and Clay, which will never happen. But let's say you grab both of them. Sprinkle in some Boban and some Pat Bev and some Tobias Harris. Is that team beating Golden State? Even without KD and Clay?
Spade, you just subtracted Clay and KD.
Well, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yes, I think they beat the Warriors.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
You don't think so,
Spade? You're right. They do.
That's unfair.
I was about to say.
But that was an extreme. That's an extreme.
The floor with them guys.
But that's an extreme. Ain't no way both of those guys leaving Golden State, and ain't no way both of them guys going to the same damn spot.
Okay, so let's do one little bit more. What about it? What if they grab KD and Kawhi or Clay and Kawhi?
That's big.
And okay, so let's do this. If they get
with
KD,
the existing team.
Okay, but LePage, wait. It's one more thing you got. He said with the existing team. But I was going to say, it's one more question.
Well, I mean, so you said some of these guys got to go because of money.
Okay, but look.
So you said they got to subtract Harold, Lou Will, and somebody else. You said.
Yeah, Harold, Lou Will, and Gallinari.
So let's not forget they got. Let's not forget they got Bradley. He is a defensive player. Let's not forget that.
Shit, Bradley, but I tweeted the other day, what happened to Avery Bradley?
I don't know what.
He's not the same player.
Mm-hmm.
He take the backseat on offense, but on defense he still performs. He may not be able to score.
I don't know, bro. I think you still living. I think you living off Boston, Avery Bradley. He wasn't even that guy in Detroit. That's why they got him the hell up out of there.
I don't know that.
What happened to Avery Bradley?
Wait. Whoa. Who the coach out there in LA? Is it who I think it is? Is it Mr. Raspy Boy?
It is.
Yeah, it is. I'm out. Yeah, I'm already out. I don't care who they get.
Damn,
I'm out.
bro.
Jump ship already?
Yeah, I'm out. Damn. I was almost in. I'm out. I'm on my Shark Tank shit. I'm pushing my chair back. And because Doc Rivers is there, then I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, man. Doc lost me, man. Doc lost me. Doc is one of those people, LePage, you be talking about coaches losing their voice and it's time for a change. It's time for Doc to get out of L.A., bro.
I agree, especially in L. I'm not saying Doc shouldn't be an NBA coach. I agree.
Doc gotta go.
It is time for Doc to leave the Clippers.
Doc gotta go.
I agree.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. You guys are right.
You want him off the Clippers or you want him out the league?
I want him out of the Clippers. I don't want to look on the sideline for the Clippers and see Doc. I don't.
I agree, bro. I think that's over. Like once they blew it up and got rid of Blake and DeAndre and Chris Paul, I felt like Doc should have been next.
I guess the question is who.
So y'all know Doc controls it. Y'all know Doc controls everything.
Well, not really.
They
got him out of that president of basketball operations. They got him out of that position.
Yeah, Yeah, he only
Kinda.
coach now.
I
That
think
about
he
it.
still helps
still,
whoever
yeah.
doing it. Yeah, so he still
Yeah,
kind of
he's
got his
still there.
hands in it. But you can tell he ain't got the power he used to have because they got Austin ass up out of there. Doc was never finna send Austin nowhere. Him and Austin was staying on that Titanic tip, went under the water.
He didn't want his son there.
Facts.
He wanted his son to go somewhere else.
Shit.
And shine.
That
And
man
shine.
loves some Austin.
He don't even play. He barely plays.
Yeah. They just had Austin. Austin was just on
Listen,
TV
man.
throwing the ball in the crowd, trying to make a pass. Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this: do you guys see any one of these guys, if not all of these guys, leaving the team they're with now?
What?
I'm gonna tell you what I think. KD got a good chance of leaving. I think
KD
KD
is the one.
I'm gonna say it. I think KD's out.
Okay. All right.
I think KD's out.
Okay. I think KD is probably the
I
one
think
because
KD
he's
is out. Whether that now where he's going, I don't know. There's been some reports about the Knicks, so I don't know.
that one makes sense.
Situation based.
I can't see.
I
him
think
going to
KD's
that.
out. Now Clay, I see Clay. I think Clay's one of those dudes, and I think Clay resigns with the Warriors. Kawhi, I'm 50-50
I
with
think
Kawhi.
Kawhi happy, dog. Listen,
Listen,
man. Toronto got like one loss on the year, right?
Yeah, one loss.
He's still getting rested, just like he playing for Pop. Listen, man. I'm gonna tell you what I think. And LePage, you know, for the longest I've been saying Clay was the guy that I was looking at sideways. Like if I'm a school teacher, Clay was the one I was looking over the top of my glasses at. I expected Clay to bust a move.
Yeah.
But looking at it today, I don't think Kawhi's leaving. And I don't know. I don't.
Really?
It's crazy.
You think Kawhi?
I think he done messed around and fell in love over there in
I'm
Toronto.
looking in the camera, bro. You think Kawhi? You think
Yep.
Kawhi like it up
Think
there in
he do.
Toronto, paying double taxes, United States and Canadian tax? Because
Well,
I
I'm
know
sure he claiming his Texas home. Texas got no state tax. You know, I'm sure.
Okay.
But and that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But of the three, the one that concerns me the most is Durant because KD's been so cryptic on this whole thing. We've heard from Clay that he don't want to leave. We heard from Clay Daddy that he don't want to leave. We done heard from Kawhi that he liking Toronto more than he thought he would. We ain't heard shit from Kevin Durant. We ain't heard nothing. Matter of fact, the one thing we heard from Kevin Durant was, I learned a lot after leaving OKC, so this time I would definitely talk with my teammates. Everybody was like, whoa, what would that do? Whoa. So what we have heard from Kevin Durant leaves us scratching our head more so than if he just didn't say anything at all. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Kevin Durant makes sense to stay in Golden State. They seem to have a good little thing going out there. But the fact that he's been cryptic, he the one that concerns me right now. How crazy would it be if all three of them dipset? That would be great for the league.
oh my gosh, if
That would be great.
If that was to happen, bruh. You said
That'd
that'd
be great for the league.
Hey, D, do you see anybody leaving? I know you're a Warrior fan. I can't wait to hear this.
So it's situational based for me. KD is a 50-50, right?
Always with the explanation. Not even can't be a yes or
It
no.
can't be a yes or no because it's all based off of the situation. It's off the status. If they win the championship, he's not going to leave. If they win a championship, the reason why
Shit, I think if they win the championship, he can be out more.
I
Even
hear
more.
you, but the reason why is because of legacy. This is a legacy creating team right here. Win a championship, that means they can
I
go
think
again.
if KD win a championship and they get a ring, I think if they get a ring and he win the MVP again, I think he could be like, yo,
I
I'm down.
understand you with
accolades.
that. But the players nowadays aren't really thinking about the money. They're more just thinking about their legacy. They think about their brand. When you look at KD, he's going to look at how many rings he can get, and he's going to try to stack them up and get them consecutively. If you can build it up and try to be the best team in a decade, that speaks more than just being the best player in the decade.
know,
I'm just saying.
That's fair, but let me ask you a question. You don't think it bothers KD that people be saying, oh, he got an asterisk by them wins. Yeah, he ran to the team. You don't think that shit bothered Kevin Durant a little bit? Because I think it do.
Sure.
A lot
it could
of it.
bother him, but what does that have to do with anything
lot
about
of it.
still getting that ring and still getting the accolade?
We talking
He's
about the
still getting
same
accolades.
guy that'll make a fake account to defend himself.
It got a lot to do
He
with
did.
you just spoke about
He did.
legacy. You just spoke about legacy.
It's
So when they say,
true.
"Oh, okay," when you talking about K, and I know Thug gonna be Thug, shout out to you, longtime
Sorry,
supporter of the
Thug.
show. He's gonna be in these comment sections, in this comment section. But when we talking about legacy, And I ain't just talking about us. We was talking off camera about how their peers see them. And everybody was like, that was a sucker move by KD. But his peers. So we talking about legacy. They're going to be like, yeah, KD got them rings, but he had to go to the 73 and 9.
So I got a question for you.
That's what they
I got
say.
a question for you. You could say his peers, right? But name one peer that hasn't left, that stayed with their team. It's only like one or two players that's really staying with their team. Most players are leaving. So most of his,
but see, Warrior fans like saying
leaving
that.
Most of his peers are leaving though.
Yeah, but leaving ain't what got people putting the asterisk by his move. It's not leaving. It's where he went.
It's more to it.
That's
it's
right.
where he went at the
It ain't
time
just
that
leaving.
he went there. It's
Exactly.
where he went at the time that he went there.
Exactly.
I understand that.
So
But
leaving ain't why people are upset with him.
Everybody with a legacy always has an asterisk by the mark. Every time you talk about somebody,
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
every time they talk about Jordan, what do they say? They talk about his era that he played in, right? No one can really just talk about.
Oh no, that's what
and
young
leave it.
people that didn't see that era say. People who saw that era, we don't say that shit.
Yeah,
we know Jordan was that real deal.
Talk about hacker Shaq. It was physical. It was fist fights that was common fouls.
It's
Fist
the
fights.
youth that's bringing up the sports right now, all right, man. So the youth is what's talking about the sports, man. So
That's why we here.
Because we gotta educate these
in
dummies.
school.
That's right. We got
We gotta educate
That's
these
why
dummies.
we here. That's why we got to give them the strong arm
That's
truth.
fact.
That's what we say.
Yeah, I got you though. I understand. Situational. Back to the question. Situational for KD. Clay is staying. You know who I think would leave more earlier would be actually Draymond. Draymond Green may want to leave. And he's the one that may want to leave. And the only reason why I say him is because he's not going to get that big contract again. Here he got a good contract.
Oh, yeah, he did come out and say he wanted a max, right? Or
And to
super
get the
max.
max, no, he did. He come out and say it, but the only way he can achieve it is he has to get a certain amount of accolades. One has to be like a defensive player.
I think he a defensive player of the year candidate.
No, he got defensive player of the year, but I'm saying now though, in order to get the super
I
max,
think he's eligible
in order
then.
to get the super max now, he has to get another one. He has to get a defensive player of the year, or he has to get a defensive first team, and there's one more. He has to get and he has to do all that, and he has to get all-star. All-star is an addition. So he has to do a couple things that it's kind of hard to do in the West right now because
Especially on that stack team.
Especially on that team, exactly. So because of that, because of his chance not being able to get a max, may be the reason why he may leave. Just saying.
That's very fair.
Because he actually came out and said that he wasn't going to sign no extension.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think he could have signed one this offseason, or it's either this offseason
No,
or
it's next season
because
because
he said he's not
he
going to
just
sign.
signed it 3 years ago. In a sense, that's the reason why.
Yeah, he said he's
That's
not
the reason
signing.
why the past defensive player of the year that he got doesn't qualify for this contract. That's the reason why.
Okay.
Yeah, I read that too.
That's good stuff. All right, let's move forward. You got more?
I can see Draymond being out too. I ain't gonna
Man, Dre.
And then Spade asked me when we was doing top fives. He said, "Yo, you think Draymond could do this on another team? We gonna find out if
Dre.
he be out." I guarantee. Draymond went to like Michigan State. I'm about to say I can see Draymond in Detroit, but they got Blake, so that's
Dre,
happening.
don't go nowhere, Dre. You better stay there and ride that wave, cuz the lights ain't that bright. You can come out there and drop a whole dud. Don't nobody even know. They be too busy clapping about them threes that Steph and Clay made. You got it perfect right now, Dre. Don't mess it up. Let's move forward, y'all. Let's have a little bit of fun with this next segment, man. You guys know we always hit y'all with our top fives at each position before the start of the NBA season and before the start of the NFL season. Want to do something a little different, man. Now, I will admit, the structure for this thing, it ain't as well defined as our other top fives, where we got a formula on how we come up with these names. This is just almost like who we like. But we decided today to hit you guys with our top 5 up-and-coming players to watch in the NBA, but we don't really have them ranked. It ain't going from 5 to 1. He got 5 names, I got 5 names. I don't know if Statman D got 5 names or not, but these are guys that we feel like hadn't really hit superstar status, or might not even have hit star status in some of these cases, but we think they're going to, or if they're not going to, we think it's their situation. Like if you could just pick them up and drop them on another team, poof. You know what I'm saying? Linsanity or some wild shit like that, right? So the parents, if you want, man, you can drop your 5, or you can give one name, I give a name. But listeners, remember this isn't in order, okay? This is just...
I was just about to say that, yeah. Not in an order, but I got a guy that I think, and he's in some trade talks right now, and I think if he was to go to where they saying he's going to go, I think It's an instant upgrade. I think the kid is going to be phenomenal. He was already phenomenal in the playoffs last year, and I'm talking about Scary Terry Rozier. I think Terry Rozier, he's in some trade talks with the Phoenix. Well, he's not, but you know, his name is coming up in trade talks to go to the Phoenix Suns. And if he was to go to Phoenix, out there with Booker, Warren, they got the young man Ayton. I feel like he's definitely an upgrade from anything they have. Terry Rozier, I think, has the potential, Spade, to be a star in this league. He already in Bledsoe head. He already in Drew Bledsoe head. He been in Drew Bledsoe head since last playoffs. With the start of this season, he been in Bledsoe head already. So I think Terry Rozier is definitely one of those up and coming players we definitely got to keep our eye on. I just feel like because he's in Boston behind Kyrie, we know that Boston is stacked. Before Kyrie was out, Terry Rozier had a good game yesterday, by the way, because Kyrie was out. Now, when Kyrie was out last year, Terry Rozier filled in and did a great job. I feel like if a team was to hand Terry Rozier the keys and he's their starting point guard for the season, I feel like this kid has the potential to be a star, Spade. Terry Rozier is one of my up-and-coming players.
I like that. He ain't on my list, but he could easily be on my list. I like that. I got a couple of names on my list that I already know going to be controversial, so I want to get them out now. And this dude right here has had a starting role a time or two, and he's shown some flashes. And for some odd reason, he always landed in a situation where they just want him to be an assistant pimp. They don't want him to be a full-on, self-sufficient pimp. They just want him to hand them the baby powder when they say. But I'm a fan of this dude, bruh. And I'm telling you, in the right situation, I think Ish Smith could easily be that dude. Ish, I see you, Ish. I know you be hooping. I don't know why everybody else don't see it. Ish Smith, bro.
You remember when Ish was with Philly?
Yes.
He was like, yo,
was cooking.
Philly was still
and they
trash.
got his ass out of there.
They was still trash. And I'm like, yo, Ish might be their point guard for the future.
Y'all know what team Ish played for? I'm not going to say it. I just asked that question.
Boo.
He also played. Yeah, I'm just want to put that out there. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Boo.
Continue. Go ahead.
Bro, I like Ish, man. I like Ish a lot.
Who else you got, bro?
I got another name, and been in the league for a long time, moved around a few times. Another guy that was in Philly. Spade, and he ended up going to the Mavs, kind of screwed himself out of some money. And I feel like this kid is a double. If he gets the opportunity, I feel like he's a double guy. And I'm talking about Nerlens Noel, bro. I think Nerlens. Now people want to say his game ain't sexy. Nerlens. He look kind of awkward when he playing ball. It's ugly. It's an ugly game. Ain't nothing sexy about it. It's ugly. But he's a double guy, bruh. Steven Adams went out the game. He plays for the. By the way, he plays for the Thunder now. I'm talking about Oklahoma City Thunder. Nerlens Noel. Steven Adams was out the game. Nerlens Noel played like 18 minutes, had like 20 points and like 15 boards. He's a beast. And I felt like if he could just ever find the perfect fit for him, and I think this fit with the Thunder is a great fit for Noel. Because I feel like he never really been on a winner. When he was with Philly, they was trash. He went to the Mavs, they was trash. I think he can learn some things playing behind big Steven Adams out there about how to be a better center. But he blocks shots, grab rebounds. He offensively, he's less skilled, but he gets his points like with offensive rebounds, tip-ins. I think he's a double guy, Spade. I think he can get you 15 and 10 a night at least. At least. No, well, I feel like he's an up-and-coming in this league too. If the situation was a little different.
You might be right. I don't really...
Yeah, I know a lot of people gonna have some things to say about Nerlens.
I don't love that one.
He a beast,
but since you threw a big right there, I'm gonna throw a big right there that I've been a fan of. I've been calling for this dude to get a starting job since he came into the league, man. And let's go down to Miami, man. I'm talking about Bam Adebayo. Somebody get Bam. If you think Bam ain't getting no starting job,
you know where he from,
bro. He played for Miami.
Bro, do you know where Bam from? Newark, New Jersey, baby. Bam from
his last name Adebayo. He ain't from no New Jersey. He might have settled there. Bro, he settled there.
Do your Google. See
he wasn't born there. He settled there. I know how you claim people. You claiming Kyrie. Kyrie Australian. But yes, man. Listen, man. I, as a Heat fan, bro, I say all the time, if we can get a good deal for Whiteside, move Whiteside now, because I think Bam can do everything Whiteside can do. I really think that. If Bam get the right opportunity, man, Bam going to be the next, speaking of glow up of a big, he going to be the next Clint Capella, man. We saw Clint backing up Dwight Howard. Nobody in their right mind thought Clint was going to get that starting job and do the numbers that he doing. Bam can do that. So, unfortunately, at this part of the show, we ran into some type of technical difficulties with LaParis's video file. So, for the remainder of the show, unfortunately, you guys are not going to get the gems that LaParis is dropping. I did finish the show with myself and Statman D. Again, man, we apologize for this error. We'll get it right on the next one, though, all right? Okay, I like that. I'm going to take it to your team. I can't believe this guy ain't on your list, man. Yeah. I got some young people I'm keeping an eye on and know. Before somebody say it's not Laurie marketing, because I feel like Laurie's already a star. Maybe I'm tripping. I think Laurie already arrived. But Wendell Carter Jr. might be that guy, bro. He might be that guy. When I watch this kid play, I'm like, yo, he really could. If you came to him and said, look here, we need you to take over. I don't see what would stop him. I really don't. All right, let me give you another young name, man. This one right here, I ain't gonna front. This dude wasn't even on my radar until like a couple weeks ago. Like, I didn't even know who dude was. I hold that L. Because somebody gonna be like, what? You didn't know? Nah, I didn't know. But I know now. After a couple of weeks, this dude been on my radar. I've been watching. Listen, man, let's take it up to the Big Apple. Let's go to New York. Let's talk Alonzo Trier. This guy here is somebody to keep an eye on. That dude be hooping, bro. He explosive, and you can look at the way he play. You can tell he having fun out there. Trier, we watching, and that speaks to his mental, bro. Because a lot of players, especially young players, they come out and struggle early. They play a little timid later, especially in an overtime game. Oh shit, I've been missing. I'm kind of scared to put up a shot now. To go into that overtime, look, I've been cold. The shots ain't been falling, but I still feel like I'm that dude. Give me the rock. Oh yeah. Sign me up. If y'all know anything about me, man, I've had a whole bunch of nicknames throughout my tenure of content creation, man. I've been the YouTube Rookie of the Year. I've been the MVP. I've been the leader of the Wolfpack. Well, you can also add King Petty to that thing, because to this day, people tweet me and be like, Spade, you remember when you said this guy right here was going to be better than Ben Simmons? But you know who I got? Somebody you need to keep a damn eye on. Let's go out to Sacramento. You better keep an eye on Buddy Hield, because I told y'all that Buddy was going to be that dude, and he wasn't that dude this rookie year. He wasn't. Hell, is this Buddy's third season? This is third, right? That's true.
Thank you.
Let me do something I don't do very often, man. Let me strong arm a topic in right here, bro. I don't know if the two of you guys saw it this week, but it was news that LaMelo Ball was leaving the JBA.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to play for Spire, which is an academy school, to finish his high school. He was going...
Yo.
What had happened? What had happened?
You see that kid that already go there already? That little
like that 8'12",
yeah.
8'13". Yeah, I saw it. But here's more story, LaParis, that I gotta pick y'all brain about. LeVar notoriously said it wasn't a chance in hell that any East Coast team was gonna look at Lonzo, because he needed Lonzo to be close to home. Lonzo had brothers, blah blah blah, and he was very methodical in the way he had it set up. All his kids was going to UCLA. All his kids was going to play for the Lakers. He had it all figured out. He started this JBA league. Now, I don't follow the JBA league. I'll be the first to admit, Statman, maybe you can look this up. I don't know if the JBA season is over. I don't know. But first,
the main players that he wanted to get into it weren't accepting contracts to play in there. So it didn't really go well for him.
All right, so it's fading out, basically. Okay.
And then with the addition of the G League contract,
that's true too.
Put a hamper to it. Yep.
So, first of all, LeVar, I give you kudos for that, because say what you will about the JBA, whether it was a success or a failure, the JBA put pressure on the G League to go after them high school kids. Let's don't get it messed up. Them boys wasn't thinking about doing that shit before that JBA stuff popped off, so I still give them credit for that. But back to me being confused. LaMelo leaves high school as a sophomore, y'all. He got pulled out of the 10th grade over a disagreement with the coach and not sent to another high school. Went to play professional ball overseas in Lithuania. All right? He comes back and he joins the JBA league. Now he's going back to high school. Yeah, he did. He slapped the kid. Fired that kid. Man, or whatever the hell it was. But look, if you want to say LaMelo didn't get paid in Lithuania, which I feel like is an absolute lie, because I feel like if I know anything about my step pops, LeVar Ball, he about that dollar. He wasn't doing that shit for the free. Somebody got a check. But okay, let's suppose all the checks went to LeVar and none went to LaMelo and LiAngelo. Let's suppose that's the case. I guess LiAngelo he don't matter for this story. Then the JBA was paying kids. That was the whole point of the JBA. You want me to believe LeVar kid didn't get a check for playing in LeVar league? I don't believe that. All right, but still, let's suppose that's two situations where he was supposed to be compensated but wasn't compensated. He's going back to high school, but on top of that, LaMelo says that he wants to play for a top college program and names Duke, North Carolina, and Kentucky. What happened to all my kids is going to UCLA? Why the hell would LaMelo go all the way across to the other side of the country on the East Coast? Is it possible that LeVar and LaMelo not seeing eye to eye, and LaMelo gonna be the rebel that be like, I'm getting away from... That's what I'm wondering, bruh. No, he kind of a big deal. He's followed by NBA players. He's had NBA players show up at his games. I'm willing to bet he got a couple IG thoughts in his DMs. He probably done banged a couple IG thoughts. He's a big deal to be 17 years old, bro. 17-year-old me, if I caught a glance from a top 10 chick in my school, I was the shit. You couldn't tell me nothing. To be doing what he's doing at 17, he the shit, bro. I'm going to give him his props. This little dude the shit. And he cold on that court. Say what you want to say about him. He nice on that court. He hit an insane growth spurt. He went from being like 6'1" to like 6'7". They saying he taller than Lonzo now. He a big deal, bro. He a big deal. I want to talk with LaMelo. I want to see what LaMelo head at, because this move instantly, to me, smells like it might be some distance between LaMelo and LeVar. So, I get one of my bag, man. Hey, I know y'all got him. Hey, Coach K, I know you got one. You probably just sent one to South Carolina to talk to Zion, all right? I get one of my bag, man, to go talk to LaMelo. I'm just saying, I'm on fire right now, bro. Hey, my homeboy said, he said, I thought Coach K was against one and dones. How the hell Coach K out Coach Cow'd Coach Cal? I was like, hey, Coach K said you got to move with the times. But anyway, this move right here already smelled to me like maybe it's some distance there. So it's too risky for me to do it myself. You know what I'm saying? I can't leave my office. I send the bag man to go talk to LaMelo. Pull up on him at Sire one day when he walking around. Say, hey, you, come here. Hey, man. Hey, maybe or maybe not. I'm here to represent Duke. Maybe I want to know if we do go after you. Are you making decisions on your own, or you still daddy's boy? I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. And then maybe I go back and let Coach K know, he done went rogue. He doing his own thing. And if I can get some type of indication that he doing his own thing, I talk to him. I got interest. I'm not gonna front. I got interest in a 6'7", 17-year-old point guard. I got interest.
I'm not dealing with the potential headache. Of him coming and then leaving when he decides to leave.
Oh, you talking about like mid-season?
Yeah, like something may happen to where if he not getting enough PT, then his dad gonna yank him, or he gonna not show up to the games no more.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
He should be starting. You're right. He was a top prospect. Him and RJ were top prospects a couple years ago. So it's like, he's up there. I understand it, but just in case. Just that possibility of him not playing, like you already know people are one and done, right? But when a player starts acting above the team, that makes it even worse. No matter how much you know that player's a one and done player, if you start being a loner or that one person that's against the team, that can just bring a lot down. I.e. Jimmy Butler. I'm just saying.
One other thing, I know we got to move forward because this wasn't even a topic, but Let's also, I don't know how I completely forgot this, but he also technically, I don't know how it's viewed by the universities, but he technically has also had his own sneaker, his own signature shoe. And all this shit mean you can't be a college athlete. So, it like D alluded to, before he left to play overseas, he was ranked as a 5-star point guard prospect and one of the best overall talents in the class of 2019. That's before he left. This was at like 15 or 16 years old. He was already a 5-star. So, yes, give me a little bit of headache for a 6-7 point guard that can shoot from half court. I'll take it.
I hear you. You got it so willingly. Hey, man.
Bro, ain't nobody going no damn
Ain't nobody doing that shit. That was 20 years ago.
That shit out.
That was 20
we said a
years
5-star,
ago.
not a 2-star.
God
What
damn.
you talking about?
This dude said Rutgers. Oh, my God.
He said, come to Rutgers.
Man.
He might go to Rucker Park. He might go to Rutgers.
Man, don't try to help him out.
Rutgers.
Don't help him out.
I thought maybe he said it wrong. You know, he
don't help
Jack
him out.
Sark name up too.
Don't
man.
help
So,
him
know.
out. That man ain't gonna leave.
Been
He
messing
ain't leaving
words.
L.A. He's not leaving Los Angeles and to go all the way to whatever that private school is out just to go to Rutgers. Come on.
He said the
Get out of
weather
here.
beautiful. You'll be shoveling snow tomorrow.
Cold
Let's
as
move
heck.
forward.
Who gonna play?
Don't know who's gonna play.
Who gonna play? Is it a back-to-back? Man, that's the question you need to ask. You know what?
Okay.
It's a back-to-back, but it's the beginning. I take it. Raptors. Kawhi. Let's get it.
Man, everything in my body telling me to go Toronto, but I'm gonna tell you something. If you think Boston ain't hearing all the hoopla about Toronto, then you crazy. They hear it and they don't like it. They got some young players over there, and young players, man, they got something to prove. Jaylen Brown got something to prove. Jason Tatum got something to prove. And you know what? Brad Stevens got something to prove. Brad, I see you. I see you with your tie. I see your tie, Brad.
Story
Give
time.
me them damn Celtics.
Story time.
Give me the Boston Celtics. And I need
Let's
you
go.
Boston fans to do exactly what you do. Just be the rudest, most cruel and vile fans in the world and just hurl
Just be
all types of... Just be who y'all
Just
are.
be
Just
Boston.
be yourselves.
Just
Yeah,
be
be
Boston.
yourselves.
That's all you gotta
Just be
do.
yourselves
Boston.
at home. And give me the Celtics here. I'm tired of winning pick'em games.
Hey, man, I got to catch up. It's how I'm going to catch up. It's how I'm going to catch up right here. It's how I'm catching up.
Everything in... Look, that's a good pick to take Toronto. They only got like one loss currently. They managing Kawhi's minutes brilliantly. They resting him at times that they don't need him. That I feel like for sure Kawhi gonna suit up. He gonna go out there, have his braids extra tight.
Hey man, side note, y'all be watching how Lowry still be doing that 2-man celebration without DeRozan there? Hey, I just thought I gotta add that in there.
He
man be dancing with himself. He be missing him, yo.
He misses boy.
He be doing an air handshake, yo, with DeRozan not there. Man, he cannot let it go.
That's the type of friend you need right there. Well, it's the last segment of today's show, man. We had a long show. It wasn't that long. It was fire, though, so it don't matter how long it was. Last segment of today's show, man, we call this a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Y'all already know what it is, but in case you don't, let me explain. It is a very prestigious award given away in podcast land, man. Very prestigious. I mean, this like the best shit you can get. This ain't no perfect attendance type shit. This some valedictorian type shit. You know what I'm talking about? This is very important. We give this away every week to a male or female who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the win. Because over here, we don't celebrate losing. No, we don't do that. You got to win to get one of these. Who is your strong arm performer of the week and why, sir?
Hey man, every week Curry gonna be this is the performer of the week. All right, just put it simple as that. All right, but I'm gonna put someone else in this right here. You know, I'm not gonna give you no fancy words. I'm not gonna draw it out or nothing like that. This man right here, he ain't seen the end zone since last year. All right, this man still be getting over 100 yards a game. You know, last week he finally saw the end zone, and they, you know, everybody celebrated. Even the other team celebrated. So you know, he came with 7 catches, 121 yards, saw the end zone for the first time of the year. I got to give mine to Julio Jones. Julio Jones deserves it. He's been trying. He ain't putting his head down. And you know what? I really liked what Bleacher Report did. You know, they put the Migos up with him dancing in the background. So, you know, gotta get it to Julio Jones. You know, strong armor right now. Yeah.
I like that pick. Yeah. Julio Jones, man.
Yeah.
Not only is he the best wide receiver in the NFL, he's the only one that's not a diva, man. The only one that's not a diva, man. You let one of these other quote-unquote top receivers go that long without a touchdown. Watch how many kicking nets they fight. Yep. Watch how many sideline temper tantrums they throw. Watch how many practices they miss.
See how many anonymous quotes being said by a player.
You ain't never lied, D. You ain't never lied.
That's all it is.
You ain't never lied. For my strong arm performer of the week, man, I'm going to do something different than you guys. I want to go to the NBA for mine. Both of those guys you gave awards to definitely deserved it in the NFL, but I cannot turn a blind eye to one particular performance that I saw in the NBA. This guy right here is the future thorn in the backside of Jimmy Butler. Let's go out to Philadelphia. I want to talk about the one and only Joel Embiid. Listen, the Philadelphia 76ers was on the rope in an overtime thriller game against the Charlotte Hornets, who really ain't that good of a team. But let me tell you, Joel said, I don't know about these dweebs around me, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 42 points. I'm going to give you 4 block shots. I'm going to give you 18 rebounds, and I'm going to give you 4 assists. And I'm also going to go a super efficient 19 of 22 from the damn strike. Sheesh. Joel, bro, I see you. You the team leader, and you make sure you tell Jimmy that when he walk through the door. When he walk in, grab him like this. It said, Jimmy, I run shit here. Look at me. I'm the captain now. And then push him. For that performance, Joel, you are my strong arm performer of the week.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, I gotta give a shout out though to Jamal Murray though, man. I was surprised nobody picked him, man.
Why you didn't pick him? Why you didn't pick him? Because he don't play for the Warriors?
Yeah, basically. Because we dropped 50 easily, so it's nothing to us. I'm just saying, this man dropped 48 against the Celtics. You know, I'm just saying, Julio deserved it though, man. I mean, I'm not even going